What is going on, everybody? My name is Scotch Sometimes, bringing you a Week 1 battle versus Flame Horizon and his Minnesota Monfernos. So very quickly, there will be no team builder. I just don't like team builders that much. So I'll just be giving a brief overview of the teams at preview and my thought process, and we'll be going from there. So very quickly, on my side, we have a Shift Gear 3 attacks Magearna. We have a Life Orb 4 attacks Protein Greninja. Just these two just break his team pretty much in half. And if one doesn't win, the other probably will. We have a Taunt Defog, All Out Pummeling Tornadus D. We got Stealth Rock, Toxic, Dual Stab, Camerupt, helps me deal with Zapdos, helps me deal with like a lot of this team, just hurts a lot of this team. We have a Focus Sash, Trapinch, and we have a Joyce Scarf Heracross 4 attacks with Moxie. So very quickly, looking at this team, if I can deal with Zapdos, Heracross cleans this game up like that. Clicking Close Combat. It's very potent. I do have Edge on Heracross, so I can potentially bait in Zapdos. Magearna also looks incredibly threatening with Rock Slide, especially if I can handle the Magmar, which I can deal with Sash Trapinch. Gren has no switch in at all. The speed tier is immaculate as heck, so pretty much just like if I bring in Gren on like DNC, I can get kills with it. I don't have a Water Move in the set, but like pretty much with Rock Slide, it's essentially killing one Pokemon at a time. Camerupt helps me deal with Zapdos, otherwise this team kind of doesn't like dealing with at all. Trapinch is and also Mag can't really touch Magmar, so I have to like trap it with Trapinch at some point in the game. So looking at lead matchup here, he brought the Smeargle, and like whenever you see Smeargle, it's almost always going to be a lead. So I'm definitely going to want to lead off with something that can like deal with it. So I thought about Torn. So the two things that went through my head were like Tornadus and Camerupt. I thought about Tornadus and like leading off with like Taunt to deal with like hazards initially. But I also really liked my Tornadus' speed tier in this game, because I didn't want it to get like paired with like Nuzzle. So at this point I'm gonna lead off my Camerupt. I'm gonna lead off with his Smeargle. This battle was a while ago, so apologies if I like mess up a little bit, but like yeah. So I'm just gonna take my time here to Mega and just throw off an Earth Power. He's going to put me to sleep, but so I'm gonna get like turns here. He's gonna get all his hazards up. I'm just gonna sit here, click Earth Power. I mean, how much of a switch in really to Earth Power, except for Zap, which just doesn't like Fire Blast. So if he wants to go Zap, I can definitely just click the Fire Blast on that. So Camel, he's gonna get both of his hazards up. He's gonna get max turns of sleep here. I'm just gonna wake up, go for the Earth Power. And he's gonna show the Seismic Toss. I think that's so right there. He's shown me all of his attacks. He's shown Spore. He's shown Stealth Rock, Sticky Web, and Seismic Toss. So that means Torn can reliably come in on this and deal with it, and defog and taunt it. So I'm going to wake up. I'm going to throw off Earth Power. Just take this Mirror down to its Sash. And at this point, I'm going to use my Camerupt as sleep fodder here, because if I went hard Torn, I wouldn't be able to defog this hazards away. So I'm just going to go hard into my Tornadus this turn instead. And he's going to throw off a Seismic Toss, and that 32%, so it means I'm out of range with the next Seismic Toss. So I can freely defog here. Even if he wants to go Zapdos, I can just get the free defog off. So right there, pretty free defog. It opens up the game. It just keeps Magearna and Heracross in spots where I can reliably check his big threats. So I'm going to go hard out to my Camerupt, just a big, pretty much a near counter to the Zapdos here. The only way he can touch me is like HP Water. As he just throws off a Discharge, nothing special there. And I'm going to try and wake up here. I've already burnt one turn to sleep, but alas, I get another turn to sleep. But I just go hard out in my Tornadus. Free defog here. He goes out to Diancie this time. So right here is like a very interesting. This is an interesting turn for me. So I defog here. Diancie comes in and gets Sadlord. So I have a couple options. I don't really have much of a switch into this. Like on the roster, on like this to 6, I could go Mag and try to like go hard Mag immediately and start trying to win, but I know the Magmar is too healthy for me to do that. So at this point, I'm just gonna throw off my Z move here. If he wants to go out to Zapdos and deal with it, that's fine. I'm just gonna throw off my Z fight, and like because all the damage off on this is just something that Gren. It's all good for Gren. So it's all good for Gren. It's all good for Heracross. So I throw off an all off Humbling here. And that's gonna take the ante down to about 20%, and he's gonna throw off a Diamond Storm. He's gonna take out my Tornadus. So Tornadus doesn't do a ton. I definitely defogged a couple times, but it changes the game plan at this point where I have to keep pressure on Smeargle somehow. So I can't let it get like rocks. So rocks hazards. So he gets the defense boost, which is like a little unfortunate. I go hard on my Greninja here. So at this point in the game, I'm gonna try and play a little bit aggressive and get a little out in front with my offense here. So Greninja is gonna come in. I'm gonna click the low kick button. Low kick is at 18%. Even at plus defense, it should kill. Life Force stab low kick to a neutral hit to DNC. So I'm gonna go for low kick here, and it's gonna cover it, and that because it also covers him going out to this. So I didn't have a wide move in the set, so like not clicking it is just reasonable enough for me. So I go get the low kick here, and I get a massive chunk of damage off on Dialga here. So that's absolutely fantastic for me. So I get the huge amount of damage, and right here I'm going to throw off an Ice Beam here because it covers him going out to Zapdos. It covers him like it just makes an extra coverage. And I want to it also avoids me making contact with Zapdos. So because I don't want to get potentially static. So I throw off an Ice Beam here. He goes hard out to Zapdos, and that's going to take out this Zapdos for me with a crit. I'm not sure if it mattered. Even so, it's in 2-kill range, and I can just go for like go for another move afterwards. So right here it goes out to Magmar. Knowing that like because at this point he probably knows I don't have a water move. He does a Gastrodon on the roster, I believe. So I definitely had not for that, and I have like 4th move, which he hasn't seen yet. So like I go for Dark Pulse, and like obviously I'm gonna show my 4th move here, Dark Pulse, and I'm just gonna get damage off on this because that damage right there, it just puts it in the range of Trap Inch Earthquake. So he's gonna take me out with the Focus Blast, which is fine. And right here, I am just gonna go because like this is the perfect situation for me to go out into my Trap Bench and just deal with this Pokemon, and then I can. At that point, all I have to do is position my Magearna correctly so I can win. And then I have like options on like Weavile and Smeargle as well to do that with. So I go hard with my Trap Bench. He goes for the Fire Blast, and we actually live the Fire Blast without our Sash. So that's absolutely fantastic. So right here, I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake here, and we're going to take out the Magmar. So that just opens up the Magearna. It opens up also opens up my Heracross as well. Because Heracross can click Close Combat 4 times and essentially win this game as well. So I pretty much have just sealed myself in a really, really good position. I have to play my win cons correctly. So he goes hard out to a Smeargle. And at this point, I'm just going to go hard out into my Magearna because there's nothing he can really do about it. He has S-Toss instead of like he has S-Toss and doesn't have like paralyzing moves. So pretty much he throws up webs here. I'm just going to take 1 turn to shift gear. And that is going to be game right there, essentially. So I have to shift gear once. I click Ice Beam. Dialga goes down. I get my Soul Heart. He goes at the Weavile. I have to go for... I have a Fleur and Energy Ball as my last 2. So I have to go for Fleur Cannon here. And as long as he's not Sash... Yeah, and it's not. So Fleur Cannon takes it out. I get myself back up to neutral. He goes out to DNC. I'm going to go for the Energy Ball just to take that out. And then he goes out into his Smeargle, and that's going to be GG to Flame Horizon. Really solid, really fun game. Really solid, really fun game. Yeah, everything just went really well to plan in that game. Magearna did its thing, even without the Z move. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that result. I'm going to try to be doing live comps for the remainder of the season. Sorry about that. We'll be doing live comps for the season. And just like, cause I feel like those are just more interesting for me. And regardless though, cause like that, I felt like my icon was a bit short. It was about this length, but still something like I definitely don't want to like have. So yeah, that's gonna be games of Flame Horizon. His channel will be down below in the description. I believe he will be uploading for BBL as well. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me. So I'll see you guys later.